Hey guys, one of the main things to look out for on these deck projects is water coming into the building where this piece, the ledger, meets the house. So at this deck connection point, sometimes depending on how water is managed up top here, whether there's a door out onto the deck or it's just the wall like this, this is a weak point, right? So, you know, it doesn't happen on every project, but it's definitely something to look out for because the water kind of seeps in behind and then holds within the wall. And so that can happen on any of these window or door openings. But yeah, it's something we look for on these deck projects when we're doing our initial inspection. So, you know, when we put this back together, depending on what kind of deck we're building, we've got different ways to manage the water coming from above and then also coming from the deck itself and then out the bottom. So usually what that looks like is up top here. If we're doing a vinyl deck, we would cut this stucco at this point, put a piece of flashing that would divert the water out from the wall, and then we would cover this up with a trim board. And so that essentially would make it so that any water coming from this wall, down the wall, against the deck, would actually come out instead of going into the building. And then similarly, you know, if this was a deck that was going to drip through, so something that has deck boards versus a solid surface, we would also want to flash the bottom of this as well, just so that anything that's potentially already in the wall will have a chance to actually come out. So that's the main stuff here. You know, we may or may not be looking at rot in this project, and of course we'll share that with you. Right now it's looking good though, so we'll see. See you later.